of some of the incidents that have happened in various parts of the city when colored people move into certain areas. Well, because we have what I think is going to be a unique type of organization in American community life. I mean, not only do we deplore that kind of thing, but we're trying to do something about it. We feel that most of the trouble in this world, when you come right down to it, most of the trouble exists because people just don't sit down and talk to each other.
You can say that again, mister.
That we don't try hard enough in this world to understand the other fella's problem, the other guy's point of view.
Now, that's right.
Well, yes, that's the way we feel out in Clybourne Park. And that's why I was elected to come here this afternoon and see if we can't find some way to work this thing out. Anybody can see that you're a nice family of folks. Hardworking and honest, I'm sure. And, well, today, everybody knows what it means to be an outsider. And of course, there's always somebody who's out to take advantage of people who don't understand.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, our community is made up of people who've worked hard as the dickens for years to build up that little community. I mean, we're not rich and fancy people. We're just hardworking, honest people who don't really have much but those little homes and a dream of the kind of community we want to raise our children in. Well, I don't say that we're perfect, and there is a lot wrong in some of the things that we want. But you've got to admit that man, right or wrong, has the right to want to have the neighborhood he lives in a certain kind of way. And at the moment, the overwhelming majority of our people out there feel that people get along better, take more of a common interest in the life of the community when they share a common background. Well, I want you to believe me when I tell you race prejudice simply doesn't enter into it. It's a matter of the people of Clybourne Park believing, now rightly or wrongly, as I say, that for the happiness of all concerned, that our Negro families are happier when they live in their own communities.
This, friends, is the welcoming committee.
Is this what you came marching all the way over here to tell us?
Now, we've been having a fine conversation. I hope you'll hear me all the way through.
Go ahead, man.
Well, you see, in the face of all the things I've said, we're prepared to make your family a very generous offer.
30 pieces and not a coin less.
Yeah.
Our association is prepared, through the collective efforts of our people, to buy the house from you at a financial gain to your family.
Lord have mercy, ain't this the living gall?
You through?
Well, I want to give you the exact terms of the financial...
We don't want to hear no exact terms of no arrangement. I want to know if you got any more to tell about getting together.
Well, I don't suppose you feel like...
No, never mind how I feel. You got any more to say about how people ought to sit down and talk to each other? Get out of my house, man.
I don't understand why you people are reacting this way. I mean, what do you think you're going to gain by moving into a neighborhood where you aren't wanted and where some... Well, people can get awful worked up when they feel their whole way of life and everything they ever worked for is threatened.
Get out.
I'm sorry it went like this.
Get out!
You just can't force people to change their hearts, son.
Well, is this all the packing got done since I left out of here this morning? I testify before God, my children got all the energy of the dead. What time the moving people do here?
4 o'clock. You had a caller, Mama.
You know? Who?
The welcoming committee. Who? The welcoming committee. They said they sure gonna be glad to see you when you get there.
Yeah, they said they can't hardly wait to see your face.
What's the matter with you all?
Ain't nothing the matter with us. We just telling you about the gentleman who came to see you from the Clybourne Park Improvement Association.
What do you want?
To welcome you, honey.
He said if there's one thing that they don't have that they just dying to have out there, and that's a fine family of fine colored people.
Yeah, he left his card.
In case.
Father, give us strength. Did he threaten us?
Oh, Mama, they don't do it like that anymore. He taught brotherhood. He said everybody ought to learn how to sit down and hate each other with good Christian fellowship.
Lord, protect us.
You should hear all the money them folks raised to buy the house back. All we paid and then some.
Well, what they think we gonna do, eat them?
No, honey. Marry 'em.
Oh, Lord, Lord.
Well, that's the way the crackers crumble. Joke? Oh, come on, I was trying.
Mama, what are you doing?
I'm fixing up my plant so it don't get hurt none on the way.
Mama, you taking that to the new house? That raggedy-looking old thing.
It expresses me.
So damn it,
You gonna make me mess up my thing here.
Mama, you know what it means to climb up in the chariot?
Go on away from me now.
What's that old song say, Mama?
Walter, now.
I got wings, you got wings, all God's children got wings.
Boy, you better get out of my face and do some work.
When we get to heaven, gonna put on the wings, gonna fly all over God's heaven.
everybody talking about heaven ain't going there.
I don't know. You think we ought to give her this? Seems to me she ain't been very cooperative around here.
What is it?
Well, what do you think? Should we give it to her?
Oh, she was pretty good today.
I'm pretty good, you.
Open it, Mama.
Yeah, open it, Mama, it's for you. Read the note. Ruth wrote the note.
To our own Mrs. Miniver, love from Brother, Ruth, and Benitha. Ain't that lovely? Thank you, son.
Daddy, can I give him mine now?
All right, son.
Now I don't have to use my knives and forks no more.
Travis didn't want to go in with the rest of us. He got his own. We don't know what it is.
Lord have mercy, baby. You done gone and brought your grandmother a hat?
Open it. Travis, honey, what is that?
It's a gardening hat. Like the ladies always have on in the magazines when they work in their garden.
Travis, we were trying to make Mama Mrs. Miniver, not Scarlett O'Hara.
What's the matter with you all? This here is a beautiful hat. I always wanted me one just like it.
Doggone, Mama!
I'm sorry, Mama, but you look like you ready to go out and chop some cotton, sure enough.
Bless your heart, baby. This is the loveliest hat I ever owned.
What is happening? Baby, they get what he can.
Well, I don't know what we all standing around here for. We ain't finished packing yet. Benitha, you ain't packed one book.
That couldn't be the movers. It's not hardly too good yet.
Wait. I'll get it.
You expecting company, son?
Yeah.
Well, let him in, son. Let him in.
We need more string.
Travis, run to the hardware and get me some string cord.
Why don't you answer the door, man?
Because sometimes it's hard to let the future begin. I got wings, you got wings, all God's children got wings. When I get to you. Hey, where Willie?
He ain't with me.
Come on in, man. Hey, you know my way.
Yes, how you, Miss Ruth?
Hello, Bobo.
Right on time today, man. Right on time. Way to go. Hey, come on, have a seat. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Have a seat.
Could I please get a drink of water before I tell you about it, Walter Lee?
Ain't nothing wrong, is it?
Let me tell you.
Man, did nothing go wrong.
Let me tell you, Walter Lee.
Yeah.
You know how it was? I got to tell you how it was. I mean, first, I got to tell you how it was all the way. I mean, about the money I put in, Walter Lee.
What about the money you put in?
Well, it wasn't much as we told you, me and Willie. I'm sorry, Walter. I got a bad feeling about it. I got a real bad feeling about it.
What you telling me all this for? Tell me what happened at Springfield.
Springfield.